and then it'll wait 1 second, and then the doors to the C9 will close. It'll wait 3/4 of a second, and the vehicle will continue to fly on its path. So once these two AIs die, then from here, where it lands, it will take off on its path. But before it goes to the end, on this node, on this struct, I made it wait. It says script flag wait, guys reach end. So the vehicle will stop here and will not proceed to go to the next one unless that flag was set. How do we set that flag? Well, on Patroller 2 right here, when he runs through the trigger, or whichever one of these activates the helicopter first, this guy will eventually run up to his goal, which is that node inside that trigger, and he will set off this trigger that will spawn that AI over here. Now this trigger will only activate if the flag Patroller 1 dead is set. And of course we can only achieve that by killing this AI. Okay, so this trigger will not trigger. It will automatically be off. It will be off, like it will think it's off into that flag. It will act like it's off until that flag is set. And once that flag is set, then when that patroller, if he's gonna be standing in this area, so once he triggers that, it will eventually spawn that AI. Okay, and so there's a key value, a script flag true, and then the flag that we want this trigger to be active only if it's true. And once that's true, this guy will spawn, and since he's a patroller, he's going to walk. Now if you pay attention here, we're using node path nodes, okay, where I just colored them. I gave them a color so I know which ones. This is gold, and we're just gonna make them go all the way to the end, to there, and he's gonna trigger this trigger as well, and this trigger will set off a flag. The values that you need to know to set off a flag via Radiant through a trigger is you have to put target name and either flag set or flag wait, whatever you're gonna do. In this case, we're doing a flag set because the helicopter over here will have to wait for this guy's reach end flag. So we're gonna put a target name of flag set, and then we have to tell it what flag to set. So we put script flag and then guys reach end. Okay, so that's how it is. So I know it might seem confusing and whatnot. So this AI, once it spawns, it will walk all the way across. When it hits this trigger, you know, the helicopter waiting on this struct will eventually then move on to its goal right here. And remember, the helicopter can only spawn when either this AI or this AI will trigger the trigger radius, which I said to only be active by the Axis team, AI Axis. And this guy can only spawn when this guy reaches this trigger, and this trigger has been notified that the flag Patroller 1 is set, which can only be set by killing this guy. It's kind of confusing, I know. Alright, so let's go ahead and view it in the map. Alright, so as you saw in the video, everything works fine as long as we're killing the AIs. And you know, that's cool and everything. But what happens if the player takes too long, you know? What happens? How does that flag get set? Well, that's where the scripting part comes in. Like I said, you could either script it and set your flags through script, or you could do it through Radiant. Now, I've gone ahead and altered the thread just a little bit some more. So, right before we tell it to flag wait all and wait for the flags of Patroller 1 and Dead, I call in another thread, which I just created, you know, and call it clear or set flags, you know. Actually should call it set flags. Anyways, in this thread, once we call it, we'll be waiting 10 seconds, and then we'll pop up a message that says, it'll pop up in the middle of the screen, says, we waited for Patroller 1 dead flag too long, we're moving on. And in the script, I make sure that the flag has not been called out yet. So I say, if the flag Patroller 1 dead has not been called, has not been set, that's button, this exclamation has not, you know, been set. And then we'll go ahead and set it via script. Flag set Patroller 1 dead. And then we'll wait 5 more seconds, and you know, we'll wait for Patroller 2 dead flag. And if in those 5 seconds it hasn't been set, then we'll go ahead and set it manually. Same method as before. Now remember that when we set the first one, Patroller dead 1, it will spawn this guy. So keep in mind that this guy should die in order for this guy to spawn, while the other guy is in this area, which will not happen. I'm gonna keep all the AIs alive, still set the flags. Okay, and then after 8 seconds, well, after we set the second flag, the helicopter will take off, which will display this message: heli will take off now. Okay, and then he'll wait up there for the next flag. And that's once again, we're gonna wait 8 wow, I put 8 seconds. And if the flag isn't set once again for a specific flag, we'll set it, and we'll put imprint line bold. We waited for the flag too long, heli is moving on. Okay, so with that being said, we'll go ahead and show you the video clip